How we doing, everybody? If you can hear me, please in the chat say you can hear me, if you don't mind, because I'm not entirely sure that my mic is working because nobody else has joined me backstage yet. So if you don't mind, if you're watching, Nick, Ryan, how are you guys? Let me put up your comments here. There we go. So if you don't mind, yes, thank you very much. Pop Topic, I appreciate it. Candyman, appreciate it. Usually I have people here to bounce ideas off of backstage, but here's what happened. Okay, I was on a. Thank you, Jack and the Pops. What's up? I been running around doing errands this afternoon, and I literally got back to the house about 2 minutes before the live stream has started, and so therefore, only my buddy JKL.
What's up?
Here, and so therefore I could not test any of my audio or anything. And so I appreciate
I know you're
letting me
in
know.
that fast.
No, that's all right. Mike, what's going on?
What's up?
Jack and the Pops, of course. Guys, seriously, go follow Jack and the Pops, please. They're tremendous. They are a channel a lot like ours in the sense that there's a father and son duo. Yes, we always love that. We support that. Please go give them some love. Please hit that subscribe button. Watch their videos. It's just a really cool dynamic. So, yeah. Mike, what's going on? Candyman, thanks again for letting me know I can hear you. And Horror Collector Fiend.
What's up, HCF? How you doing, bro?
All right, so JKL, you're the only one that's joined us so far, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you the rundown. Are you ready?
Let's go. What we doing?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to sneeze, so I'm going to hold on for a couple seconds so I'm not mid-sentence. Maybe. Here's Barbarian. Barbarian, what's going on? Bearded Barbarian's in the house. Can't hear him, though. Oh, there he is.
Link was already there. So I blame you.
So that's all you want. This is very much an under the gun type of performance anyway, so that's fine. You can blame me all you want.
Oh, you're dealing with guns here. That's great. Sounds like fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a great.
Well,
live.
I did say on Instagram that it was going to be an adult stream today. So let me explain that.
Why am I here?
Exactly.
Obviously, the term adult is suggestive, but that's not what we're suggesting. Right. What I want to talk about today is so my wife and I have been waiting 5 or 6 years to buy a new bed. Okay, it's hugely for those who have bought new beds before, they're not cheap. Okay,
no,
so we've Fett's in the house. Hold on,
Fett came through.
What's up, Fett?
Yo, what's going on, guys? What's up?
I just setting up the show. Thank you for being here, buddy.
No problem.
So my wife and I have been waiting 5 or 6 years to buy this new bed. Okay, we've had the same one for like 20 years. Like it predates our dating. I mean, it's old and ridiculous. So we just like, all right, we're gonna go king size. We know that's gonna up the cost, of course. Mm-hmm. And we ended up getting a Sleep Number bed because she likes it softer and I like it firm. Okay, so we're like, well, the only way we can really do that and both be happy once we leave the store is if we get a Sleep Number bed and we adjust on the fly, whatever. Anyway, long story short is it got delivered today. So it's finally here, and I have been more excited about getting this bed for 5 or 6 years than I can recall just about anything. Okay. And so that leads me to the question, which is what the theme of the show, which is adult purchases. Okay, so I could not believe that I was this excited over a bed, over a purchase that was that much money for not fun things, not like pops or sporting event tickets or concert tickets, like something like that, right? Yeah, frivolous things that most people would consider frivolous. So the theme for this stream is adult things, adult purchases. So my question to you, my first question, and we're going to start with Fett because I love that he's here today. What was your first adult purchase?
What about me? You don't love that I'm here? Hold on.
I love the both of you.
Not that much, Barbarian.
Fett hates going first.
And people in the chat, people watching, I'd love for you also to chime in via the chat, please. What was your first adult purchase? The first purchase that you had to make or wanted to make, whichever one is fine, but that you wouldn't consider fun. Like, let's say you had to go to Home Depot because you're remodeling a bathroom and you found yourself excited about buying B-board or or spackle or something, just anything like that. What was your first adult purchase, Fett?
What about that hat? That's not that fun, right, Fett?
You know what? I forgot where I was. I almost gave you the finger. I had flashbacks from other heat haters. Hold on. Man, that's good. I was gonna say a car, but I guess that's more fun than
Yeah, I
anything.
had fun buying
No, it can be a car because if you want a Tesla but have to buy a Subaru, I mean that's an adult decision you had to make.
That's
so
true. That's
You
true.
drive a Subaru Fit.
That's probably the one I would go with is getting a car. I did want a certain car at a certain time, but it was more affordable to get a Honda, so I went with that, and I got that instead of like a really really fast or something car. It's still a 2-door, but not exactly what I wanted. So I'll go with a car, yeah. But I guess really is the car insurance that goes with it. That's something
that's part of it.
I did not necessarily, not that I didn't want to get it, but being about 18 or 19 at the time, insurance for guys is so much.
Yes,
it's like it was like $100 or $200 just for the insurance.
That's
I was
nothing.
like,
that's nothing. So. Try that in New York City.
Oh, I'm sure
it's triple
astronomical.
More than the
Probably
car.
half the reason there's so many taxis there.
It was, yeah.
Let them handle the
first
insurance.
Car. I bought same answer for me. Well, I'm not going to use that answer, but I was thinking car.
You don't have a car. I thought you didn't know how to drive. Isn't that what I keep telling people? You sure that's not right?
Because you don't listen. But my first car purchase, I wanted a Mustang. I still want a Mustang. I'm going to buy a Mustang, but it's an expensive car, and I don't want to get like a base model Mustang. I want the one with all the bells and whistles. How I want it.
Of course you do.
That's pushing.
You want it to
like
be stolen. Is that
60,
what you're saying?
70 grand. It's going to end up being stolen.
Yeah, sure.
But, I can't afford that. And, the insurance on it, especially when I bought my first car, I was 23. So I ended up getting a Nissan Altima. And even that, like, the car payments were great. But then the insurance, like Fett said, more than the payment. I was like, why? But it's because young male, first time driver, but But to answer your question, sorry, because I went off on a tangent.
No, please.
Because I didn't want to say the same answer, but that was going to be my answer. But I don't like when I got my first apartment, like just buying furniture. Like it was even when I moved into this apartment, because I threw out like all my old furniture and I still don't have living room furniture. And I keep telling my kids we should get some. And they're like, why? You don't like people in your house? We don't need furniture. Forget it. And I'm like, all right, true. But I decked out the bedroom. Like when me and my girlfriend, baby mama, wife, now divorced, ex-wife, when we first got out of her house, I'm telling you guys all my business, right? The thing we loved the most, and I got my first credit card, it was a Sears card. So what? I know for those of you old enough to know Sears, we went crazy in Sears. So
this was when you were young.
J.C. Penney.
Sears wasn't around when you were young. Montgomery Wards, or what was some of those other old ones?
Montgomery Ward was one.
Montgomery Ward. I actually never shopped there, but yeah, we had a good time. Our first apartment, buying furniture, and it was like our first adult purchases, like real adult purchases. So just buying that furniture, yeah.
All right, Barbarian, what's your first adult purchase? I can't wait for this one. This is going to be crazy.
A dinosaur.
Diapers.
A musket from the 1904.
I wish I had it right now. Anyway, so I would say first adult purchase, I don't know, probably a car. Of course, that's kind of the thing. One thing I did, I was a very responsible person. I had an old Buick Somerset. That was my first car. And my parents actually bought it for me. And they're like, you need to take care of this car now, blah, blah, blah. And it always had problems of coming out of alignment, right? So it, every time I would hit a bump and the steering wheel, I'm driving like this and I'm going straight down the road. So I told them, and I said, I'm going to do something smart. I'm going to go to Montgomery Wards. It was around then, yes. Went to Montgomery Wards and got myself a lifetime alignment. Like you buy alignment and they'll do it for anytime you bring it in, they'll realign it for you.
Wow,
and 6
really?
months, and that was not cheap. It was like, I don't know, $500. And this was back in, I don't know, 90s, early 90s. And 6 months after I did that, they went out of business.
Wow. No way.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Worst purchase. I went back to the store just before they're going out. I was like, is there any way I can get some? Like, yeah, that money's long gone.
Yeah, right.
So,
you're like, can I get this
Lifetime,
back? Like,
it didn't last long.
That's crazy.
Dang.
I'll tell you right now. If
Such a
someone
contract.
said, "All right, for $2,000, we'll do you lifetime oil changes on your car," I would sign up tomorrow.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Because I
yeah.
hate that crap, and I would instead of just that would be great.
Yep.
But now I'm gun shy because Musket owner over
Don't
here.
do it at
thinks
Montgomery
he's
Ward.
telling me that's
We
going to
do
go out
have
of business.
a Montgomery Ward gift card that if you want to do a giveaway tonight, I'd be happy to.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
my first adult purchase was actually not a car. Actually, it was it was a kitchen table for my first apartment.
nice.
That was my first one. I was like, all right, well, what are we gonna eat on? I don't know, because we ate at the table as a kid, like we as a family, whatever.
Mhm.
But I never really cared. It wasn't like,
Right.
oh, there's a tradition and we have to see it at the bull. My wife and I and son eat in the living room all the time. Like we
Right.
have, like who cares? But when I was you're in college, at a college age, you're 19, 20, 20, I guess, in my case, first time moving, you're like, what do I get? Like, what do I have? And so, and we bought a kitchen table. Like it was almost like a card table. It was cheap, but it was,
Right.
that was my first one. I was not happy about it. I would much rather go to the Dave Matthews concert next week than buy this table. But that was what we had to do. That was the first big decision I made. So,
right.
all right. Second question: what was your biggest adult purchase? Cannot be a car, by the way,
Because that was it.
because that would probably be the same answer. Yeah.
It was the car.
And to give everybody because again, it can't be a car. So to give or a house, obviously, can't be a house either. But my biggest adult purchase, just to get everything started, was actually that I was not excited about. Was probably it has to do with a lot of furniture, living room set. I was not happy. We bought our house and we had to go buy furniture, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't. We got an L-shaped couch, and that was like the sexiest thing about it was that it was L-shaped.
The L-shape.
It was just a couch. Like I didn't really care, but I was like, ooh, it's L-shaped. Like that's So that was my first. My most expensive adult purchase was deciding once we got the house, how are we going to outfit it? Okay, we're going to get a couch. What do you want? I don't know. I don't care. And so it was an L-shaped couch. That was mine. JKL, go second.
I don't know. I was sitting here thinking you were as you were talking. I was trying to think. I'm like, oh my god! But something popped into my head because shortly after we moved in together, because my first apartment, like I said, girlfriend, baby mama, wife, ex-wife, she moved in with me, and we ended up being expecting. So as you guys could imagine, 2 young kids, first time apartment. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. So the biggest purchase that we made, we got a lot of diapers. I know it sounds weird, but
technically that counts because you don't want to buy them, but you have to. So
people kept telling us diapers are expensive. Buy diapers. So every time we saw diapers that were on sale or just cheaper than normal, we bought. And yeah, we were good with diapers for a long time before we had to buy more. But I was not happy because back then I was a gamer. I was one of those, like, I had every gaming system, like whenever the newest gadget came out, I had it. Yeah, like, so I love Fett because I live vicariously through him now. I don't have to game. I just watch him game. I go, okay, yeah, my dude, do the thing. But yeah, so not being able to buy my video games and my gadgets, and for those who don't know, CDs, I used to, CDs and DVDs. Oh my God. My collection. Dude. So everything had to go to the baby. Got a baby clothes, diapers, formula, guys. So yeah. But yeah, we went crazy on.
Can't the baby just eat what you eat? Like if you're at the table, like if you got French fries, just give it to the baby. Isn't that just
Yeah, when they get a certain age, yes. But
no, early on. You can mush it up. French fries.
Oh, you know what?
I guess you can. I guess you can.
Nick's
my mother gave me skim milk as a child. They never gave me formula or anything. I had skim milk because they said I was.
Can you tolerate regular milk, Barbarian?
What's that?
Can you tolerate regular milk?
No, I'm lactose intolerant.
You're intolerant.
Are you really?
Lactose.
I'm intolerant to many things, including lactose and fat. Those are the 2 things I'm most intolerant about: is fat and.
I'm lactose intolerant too. I don't care though. I still eat like cheese.
Yeah, me too. I just roll the windows down.
That's one of the
All right,
beauties of
Fed, what
living
was your
alone
biggest
now. I don't
adult
care.
purchase? And it can't be cheese or milk.
Jeez.
You said meat?
It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened
That's
yet,
fair.
but
That's fair.
I'm foreseeing, depending on what she wants, our wedding, how much that is going to cost. I'm fearing for that. Nick mentioned the rings and stuff. You know, that's one. You know, I feel like that's one kind of, you get one purchase, and it's you can move on. But the wedding thing is like something that you really gotta save up for. I think just as much as the ring, even though it's one day, you get to keep that ring a lifetime, quote unquote. But that wedding day is just one day, so I don't know. It just depends on all what's going on there. But I fear for that being the biggest adult purchase so far. That's not a
you do
like
get to keep it forever unless your wife is a teacher and plays tug of war on field day and loses hers.
Whoa.
Oh, that sucks.
I went to Costco for that. I really did. That was very tough.
I'd have been out there with a metal detector.
Now we learned about JKL's life. Now we're learning about what my anxiety is.
Oh God.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Nick had the wedding ring one. Nadia, what's up, Nadia? Had glasses.
Yeah, glasses are.
You know what? They are pricey as JKL.
Yeah, they are. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
And that's something you don't want to buy.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend that money.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, and the thing is,
you don't need to see. Seeing's
they have
overrated.
nice, like funky type frames that I'd like to get, but it's like they're just my glasses though. I don't like spending that much money on my glasses.
It's just your face. I mean, who's going to look there? I mean, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just need regular glasses. I'm good. But
all right. So real question. I don't wear glasses yet, and I say yet because it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're doing a lot of squinting. If you're doing a lot of squinting, you need glasses.
I really do. But so I have a real question for Fett and for JKL. Fett, you go first. Although I probably can assume your answer. Do you match your frame? Like, do you have different frames, whatever, for like your outfit or whatever? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, do you? Okay, I didn't think so. JKL,
but I go with black because it goes with everything.
Yeah,
right.
Black goes.
But I can see JKL having like red rims when he had the red Stinger. And he wore a red shirt. I could see that. So that's why
I would love to do it, but again, I don't want to spend that much on
all the frames are a lot, man.
Yeah.
Frames are a lot more than the prescription. Like there's like $200 or $100 frames. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
Okay.
Big time.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what would be a cool invention? I was just thinking about this. They should have some sort of cover. You know what I mean? Like a rubbery cover that covers over your frames. What about that?
Click on them.
Or some tape, colored tape.
They might have something like that. They might.
I think we may have stumbled onto something here, Barbarian.
There you go. I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Or you can just have really good eyesight like me. Perfect eyesight. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, Lord.
Got
the eyes of an elephant.
I can see into your soul, Fett. Very dark.
Mike bought a new camper travel trailer, which I'm sure he wanted to purchase, but it is a big purchase. That's a big deal where you can walk off the lot and be like, damn it, what did I just do? Like you could do that. So
that sounds like a humble brag to me.
An adult brag.
Yeah, right.
All right, so I have a new and old
Cousin
question.
Eddie had a really nice one too. So,
yes, he did, and a real nice one. So I have a tangent question because JKL brought up the gamer part. So I'm going to start with Fett on this one. This is his wheelhouse.
No, don't start
not
with
best.
me.
Not best. Favorite video game of all time, any platform, arcade or not, whatever you want. If you can only play one for the rest of your life, what is it?
Miss Pac-Man.
I can't believe the gamer is struggling with this. I thought this
was because there's so many favorites, man.
Yeah. I played a lot of stuff. I know I have 3 games I told my fiance I would take on an island. Okay. And I'll tell you those 3 and they change daily. Okay.
Do they have power on this island? Because that's key. Because if they don't,
there's electricity if you believe anywhere you go, Barbarian. You can create electricity. Why you gotta do this?
I don't remember that on Gilligan's Island. Did they
I can't have anything, Barbarian. I can't even be alone on the island without you, Barbarian. Okay. Good. Anyways,
he's taking up rent space in your head.
What's up,
rent free. The 3 are one is Dark Souls 3. Pop the Heat makes fun of me a lot for that, but I actually recently just started getting into those sort of games. But Kingdom Hearts, that's a game from my childhood that I love to death. and then the newest Spider-Man that was on PS4. So those are the three that I would take on an island, and I couldn't play anything else for the rest of my life. So that's where I'm at.
Nadia picks what McGillney would pick if he were here. He'd say Just Dance, no question.
Dance Central.
Well, that and Terraria. If anyone knows what Terraria is, he loves.
Oh my gosh, not Terraria.
Sorry, man. I tried to raise him better. But here we are. So,
yeah.
Friends can be more influential than us, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Barbarian, from your old arcade days, I'm assuming. What is your,
back on the Pong days.
Yeah. What's your favorite video game of all time, sir?
My favorite video game, Off-Road. I used to love Off-Road.
Oh, Off-Road.
I dumped so many quarters into the machines playing Off-Road. Off-Road. I didn't skip any meals. I don't know where the money came from. So, but I would always take my money that my mother gave me for my lunch, and I would go and put it in the machines. So, but I could play a long time on one quarter because I was amazing. So.
Yeah, I used to love.
That's where your money went. Then to play. You stretched it out.
That's
right. All right, JKL, what you got?
I can't pick one, so I'm gonna have to do what Fett did and pick like two or three.
Okay.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Original Nintendo. I used to love that game. Nice. Oh, I played it. Oh, I used to leave it on because if you power it off, you have to start over. So I used to leave it on, go to school, and then come home to continue. Like, that was my game. Kingdom Hearts, because that was like the most fire game ever at the time for me anyway. Disney and
me too.
Final Fantasy, that's the game that got Jay into playing video games to get him to.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Because he was like 5 years old, I think, when that came out. So
yeah, 2002, I believe, when it came out.
So he was four. And I'm trying to think which one of the Halo games I like the best.
3. Choose 3. You want to.
No, because I liked Halo 3, but I like 2 better though.
Yeah, a lot of people
had more fun with 2.
Yeah, a lot of people like 2.
And Halo Reach is pretty fun. I play Halo Reach over and over also. Yeah. So I'd say Halo Reach. Reach was pretty fun. So yeah, those have to be my 3 because I can't pick one. The Lego games, Nick, I like the Lego games too.
Yes, all the Star Wars Lego games are amazing. Awesome. Amazing games. Yeah.
I can't. I have one in the bag, but I always hesitate to say it because nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. So hopefully Fett will know. Okay.
What's this?
In high school and then right after high school. So we're talking 95, 96, 97. Okay. Used to go. I worked at Toys R Us in the electronics department, and we'd go over to Ron Sanvy's house. Shout out to Ron. Don't even know if he's still around. Hopefully he is. Shout out to Ron. Ron Sanvy's house, and we do all nighters playing Tetris Attack.
Oh yeah,
Tetris Attack. Tetris Attack, and it was so fun and so awesome.
On the other side,
and you'd hear like little piano chords, and you're about to drop some gigantic block on somebody, and it was like the greatest feeling. So that's mine. Tetris Attack.
That's a good. All the Tetris games still play really well. So that's not a good. That's not a bad.
But you have to be in Russia to play them. Am I right? They don't have them in America anymore.
Yes, the blocks are in Russian. Barbarians.
My dad wouldn't let me play Tetris because he said it was the Soviets were coming to getting inside their mind.
Oh
man.
I love Tetris Attack.
So Pop Heat, of course, says the WWE Here Comes the Pain. OG for sure.
I'm
not a wrestling fan, so the wrestling fans that are on the call, are we? Do we co-sign on Pop Heat's opinion here or no?
Yes, I got him on No Mercy, and Here Comes the Pain. Most really good.
I don't think it's good to co-sign anything Vincent said. That's just my personal philosophy.
Especially big purchases.
Yeah, right.
Especially big purchases. Which in this particular case are, I'm trying to get both up there. Here we go. So the next question is, if money was no object, but you can only pick one thing, so you can't be like, I'm going to buy a sports team. Money is no object. What would you buy? What is your adult purchase that you would buy?
See, this is
so money is no object. You have the money, but you can only buy one thing. Barbarian, we've not started with you yet. What would tickle your fancy to purchase with?
Tickle my fancy. Money is no object. It's interesting. I don't know. Amazon. I'd buy the company Amazon.
And then have everything.
Well,
Basically,
the plan is they'll have a direct route to my house, right? Because right now it takes like 2 days. I am not down with that at all. They are going to get it to me in an hour. Okay. I don't care if the trucks are directly coming to my home. So it's sort of, and then I'll make sure Fett gets nothing. Okay. So this way I can sort of manipulate things and control.
Comes full circle.
Blackout
I'm sorry?
his address.
And I don't really like the fact that they're allowing people to pee in bottles. I think that should be, I throw that out immediately. None of that's allowed. Okay. Everyone wears diapers. Okay. I don't want any external fluids in my warehouse. Okay. So that's just the way I feel. So,
Okay.
it's not a very fun. We were talking about not fun purchase. It's not that fun of a purchase, but it's wise investment. So.
So you'd spend your money on a not fun purchase like Amazon. I mean, Amazon's
Sure.
pretty fun because then it's
that's
kind of
it,
like the genie syndrome. It's like, well, you get 3 wishes. You want more, so you just wish for more wishes, and then so it's kind of like that. Like you'd be buying Amazon, and therefore you then get everything.
But it seems like a lot of work. Like I've taken on a lot of responsibility, so I'd probably really hate it. I mean, I'd be like, why did I do this? I want something simple. Just why wouldn't I just ask for money? You know what I mean? If I had unlimited money, just have the money. So
maybe I shouldn't have led with Barbarian. I apologize.
You can't buy money.
No, I'm sorry.
You can't buy the money.
Sure,
though.
you buy a Bitcoin, and that's like buying money, right? And then it becomes a thing. It's down right now, so it's going to go up. So it's
Is it?
sure.
It's down.
It's down, but it's going to go back up. Don't worry.
Popped Heat in the chat. Please tell us what the name would be. What would you rename WWE? Because you said you had the rights to name WWE. I have to know what this is going to be.
It would be all heat. All heat.
Meanwhile, we have Nadia's great answer, which is to do a trip on a train to Vancouver to see her aunt. So let me tell you, I'm a gigantic Train fan, not the band, the train, like an actual train.
Train's good. What's wrong with Train?
No, they're fine. They're above
hey,
average.
Soul Sister. I wasn't calling you Soul Sister. I was
being on a
saying
train.
All right, go ahead.
And I have been known to train to my work destinations when possible as well, when I don't have to, just because I love doing it. It's so awesome. Yeah.
It's really outdated technology, but okay.
It is. But you know what? You can see in a world like this where everything goes super speed, you can actually, if you're a passenger, maybe not JKL's job, but if you're a passenger and you're sitting on that train, you can watch the world go by. And it's a very interesting sensation. I probably would not have felt the same 20 years ago. But right now, it's just there's something about it.
The world's not that interesting. When you go by the world, you notice there's a lot of cinder block houses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, they really need to beautify.
People watching is very fun. I've been a people watcher my whole life. And to answer your question about operating the train, once you get so used to it, I can watch people on the platform when I'm coming in and just kind of like life moves in slow motion. So
and it's pretty much the only thing. I mean, again, I don't get the same sensation on a bus. The train is, I don't know why, it's just very unique. I love it. Maybe because there's no traffic. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Nadia, so I'll say you never ridden via rail. So I don't know that I believe that's a company name in Canada. I've never ridden that either. But if you've never taken a train before, I would highly recommend it, as you should be able to figure out based on what I just said.
It's kind of like riding a bus. It's kind of like riding a bus.
Nick is a train fan.
It's smelly. Yeah, the train's train.
It can be smelly, yes, but you also get your own room.
I think it was me. When it was smelly, I realized I wrote it overnight and I needed deodorize. But sometimes you're the victim and sometimes you're the one that victimizes.
And I think in Barbarian's case, sometimes you're the culprit as well.
Yeah.
It's probably my guess.
I would like to do that. Try to take a long train trip, like with the bed, and just I haven't done that, but I think try it at least once just to experience it.
The roomette, which is like your little kind of it's like a 2-seater room that the seats fold into a bed and all this stuff on Amtrak is, to me, it's unbeatable. It's just so great. Yeah. By yourself now. I've never taken. I've never ridden with somebody else. I'm sure it would not be great then, but I by myself, it's really wonderful. But I could do a whole show on trains. We're not going to do that. He, by the way,
that's the next one.
He says he just wants to own the rights, not change the name, which I'm actually very disappointed. I thought he had some really cool name, like Cocked and Ready,
right?
But he does not, so that's unfortunate. Fett, what you got? Money with no object. What are you buying?
You said we can't own a sports team.
No,
That's
no,
what
you can.
said?
I was making an example. I'm not.
Oh, so we could.
No, you
Oh.
absolutely can. If you want to buy Miami Heat, you go right ahead.
He's like,
Well, being that you mentioned it and we're already there, and I love South Beach, sure, I'm gonna just say Miami, the whole city.
you
I'm gonna just buy it all.
buy Miami.
That
Buy
way,
the whole city.
that way, I get the Heat just by default. You know what I mean? You can't have Miami Heat without Miami. So
But they could move the team though. What if they
Hold on,
move the team?
JKL.
I'm just
JKL, why
saying.
JKL, you making too much sense right now, sir. This is my Miami, and in my Miami, the Heat stays forever. Okay.
So it's Fantasyland, otherwise known as
I'll
Fantasyland.
just stick with the Heat. I'll just stick with the Heat. Okay. I'll stick with the Heat. All right.
Well, Heat and Fett and I have very similar takes. I'm going a little bit different. I said one thing, and so therefore I have to say it a certain way. I would buy a ticket or accommodations to go to all 32 NHL teams in 32 days. So I would go see a home game in all 32 cities in 32 days. That's what I would do. It'd be exhausting, but I think it would be
That would be amazing. That'd be
That's what I would
cool.
do.
32. That's
Yeah, as soon as the game's over, you'd have to get on a plane. Why would you
You'd have
do
to-
that?
pretty
Bring
much.
enjoyment out of that.
You'd have to get real creative too, where like the Rangers and the Islanders, the Rangers and the Islanders are playing on the same day, one at noon, one at 7, and then you could kind of knock out 2 in one area.
Why are you
Ah.
rushing?
Take a
I
day
don't
off.
understand. You
Or
have
they're just
unlimited
playing each
money,
other.
and you're
Yeah.
all of a sudden on the red eye. I don't
It's
understand. Why
one
would you do that?
because it's one purchase. That's what I said. It's one
Yeah, it's
purchase.
one
Buy one
purchase.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Otherwise,
you
I-
can purchase all these tickets at the same time. It doesn't have to be back to back to back to back to back, does it?
I didn't think.
I don't
about
think
that.
you fully thought this
yeah.
through.
Yeah, I
It
guess it
seems like a
doesn't.
really bad purchase. What is the
So
one
wait,
thing
I
I
have
would
a
do if
question.
I had unlimited money? I wouldn't do is what you just said.
I got a question.
If somebody
Jeremy.
gave me all the money in
Yes.
the world, I would hand it back to them and said I would never do that.
Couldn't you just buy season tickets for one team and watch all of them that year?
No, because I want to go to
Yeah,
all
but-
the
yeah, he
different
wants to go to
arenas. I
every
want to be able to
stadium.
say I did all 32.
you want to be the journey to be
Yes.
which okay,
Yes.
all right.
I've seen
That's
all
cool.
32 because I
I
covered
get you.
the National Predator for so long. I want to be able to say I went
Okay.
to all 32 arenas in 32 days.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Are there 32 arenas? I don't think there are 32. I think there's less,
32.
isn't there, right?
No, there's 32. Nobody shares an arena, so there's 32.
Yeah, but you don't want to go to New York. I mean, that sounds.
I've actually been to a Mets
JKL,
game in
shot
New York,
fired,
never a hockey game, unfortunately.
Listen, people have been hating on New York forever. You see in every disaster movie, it's always something happening in New York.
I know.
And you know what? New York's doing just fine.
Center of the
So
world, man.
It's
People
doing
hate
great.
The greatness.
It's just doing great.
People hated Jordan. They
Sorry,
hated
guys.
LeBron. They hated Kobe. Of course, they're gonna hate New York.
all right, Heat. What would you do with one purchase? Oh, you already told us that.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, he's
I
buying
didn't
I-
answer. I don't know what I would do. with
Nobody
it.
had a good answer but
All right.
me, and that's something.
It's like
All
as a
really
collector
bad ideas.
of things,
No, it's a shame.
and you
Mhm.
say, "What one thing would you buy?" It's like if I had unlimited funds, there's not one thing I would buy. I'd buy so much.
I know.
It's hard to narrow it.
Buy
But
Funko.
the
You could
question
just
is, you
buy
have
Funko.
unlimited
Buy
funds to
Funko.
buy
Oh,
one
All the
thing.
pops you
After
want.
that, the funds is gone. You only got funds to buy one thing.
Then I'm
After
gonna
that,
buy the Federal
broke again.
Reserve, and then I have all the funds to buy everything
NFS.
else.
Now we're
How's that?
subscribing to Barbarians.
There's no way to
mentality
win,
here.
Jeremy. There's no way to win on this.
I know. That's okay.
No,
So
I
the
don't
last
know.
question of the night, unless I come up with another tangent question, which is a good one, by the way. If you could buy any one thing for each member of the Pop the Chaos group, what would it be? So JKL, we're going to start with you, but what I mean is we're going to go around the horn. Who's here?
Okay,
So-
just who's here?
So
All right.
yeah, so no, we're gonna buy something for everybody, but I'm saying
Oh, wow.
we're gonna go around the horn here. So Fett,
Oh, okay.
what would you buy for JKL?
I would buy JKL.
One thing doesn't have to be a Funko, it could be anything.
Yeah, I would buy him his favorite Star Wars memorabilia from a movie set.
The Millennium Falcon.
Oh, nice.
I can't get you the Millennium Falcon. You can't even fit it nowhere.
I would put it on a plot of land and live in it. Are you kidding me?
Well,
All
that
right.
was
Thank you.
Barbarian, what are you getting JKL?
Getting JKL. I'm going to get him a cool wig. It's going to be one of them Superfly wigs, with the curly ones with the where they put all that oil in it. What
Look,
is it?
I have hair. Look, my hair.
Jerry
grows.
curl?
I
Jerry
just cut
curl,
it.
and it come with unlimited Jerry curl liquids. But it's going to have to get it's real tight fit, glued right on there. We'll get it glued on. You don't have to take it off. So.
He's coming at you hard tonight, JK.
No, I'm helping you
hard.
try to get some ladies. This is the only way he's going to get any ladies.
Try to get some ladies.
He's not going to get any ladies looking like
I
that.
don't have a problem with the ladies. What's wrong with you?
Maybe LASIK. Okay, maybe I'll get you some LASIK surgery.
I would take LASIK though. I would take.
Okay,
thank you.
I mean, I can't afford an expensive doctor. It's going to be someone very inexpensive. I got a coupon.
Yeah.
So
Coupon, yes, a coupon doctor for LASIK. Yeah, that's the way you want to go.
that's why I want to go.
I'm gonna get JKL the what's that really limited? Is it Darth Vader San Antonio Con? Is that what it is? The Funko, the $8,000 ridiculous
Darth Maul, the holographic.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that one. I'm getting all the Maul hollow.
You found a good scratch and dent sale. That's great.
I would still take it. All
right, Fett, what are you getting, Barbarian?
Oh man, I'm getting him the best Flash leotard you could buy with money.
Yes,
We're
talking.
Finest fabric this side of the Mississippi. I'm telling you.
Now we're talking.
I'm gonna go all out. Thunderbolts all over the sucker.
Make sure it get the cod piece to go along with it. I mean, I need to make sure I won't wear it. I won't wear it. It'd be good to set on fire, though. I could set something on fire.
I really like Heat's answer for JKL. I apologize for missing it, Heat. He said he'd buy you a realistic R2D2. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I would take that too. I want an R2D2.
Pretty cool.
Well, to go along with C-3PO, who is, that's him. He's C-3PO.
It was JKL, yeah.
I'm C-3PO?
Yeah.
Far from C-3PO.
Know it all.
Definitely not.
I thought he was going with skinny and scrawny and gold.
Well, that too. I mean, I was trying to be nice, but you.
Oh,
I am none of those things. Thank you very much.
JKL, now that Barbarian is taking that shot at you, what would you get him?
A muzzle.
My wife's been shopping them around. That's great.
Oh God, I would get Barbarian. I don't know. This guy is so eccentric sometimes.
I know it's a tough one for me.
I would get him a lifetime supply to a snack crate, but one of them that only deals in hot and sour foods.
Right. Throw them right in the garbage. Thank you.
Nope, you got to do them for your channel, for the people. You got to.
I do.
He says he'd buy Barbarian a pizza shop that sells
cheeseburger pizza. There you
he's
go.
A good man. See, he's the only nice guy here. Okay, that's right. Cheeseburger pizza, the best.
And I do have a tangent here, Candyman.
Yeah,
I am
nice.
so jealous. I really, really wanted that. And I was furious that I could not find a way to get one of those.
Yeah.
Without paying like an arm and a leg, of course.
Yeah. I haven't even looked at the secondary market yet. I know that.
Oh, I don't even want to, dude. I don't even want to. I'm still looking at the Webley Pop, the Webley soda. I'm still looking at that on eBay. I'm still kind of watching those. I'm hoping they fall a little bit so I can do a 2 soda Saturday with them. Because Rock and Row, side note, on his channel said that when he got to the game, they weren't in cases. They were just out on a table. And so therefore you don't know if you've pulled, like, usually if you buy like a sealed soda from somebody on eBay, you're like, well, they probably pulled the chase already, and this is probably a common, you hope that's not the case, but you think with these, it wouldn't, you don't know because it was on a table. So pretty neat.
Nice.
Okay, back to the show. I would get Barbarian. I don't know if they even have it, but I would like a lifetime story, not a lifetime, a chronology story, the history of the Flash in a book, because I feel like if he educated himself a little more, I think he might actually appreciate it.
That's a double whammy. I don't read,
Jeremy,
so any kind of book would be a ton of crap, and then you made it a Flash, so that's not cool.
You don't read. I love
the
that.
only one that's
why
usually my line.
He can't even help himself. That's exactly why you need the book. He can't even stop.
It would have to be a movie.
Insult.
That's to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna go with last next. Okay, but Pot Heat is one step ahead of me, and so I don't want to have to come back to this and lose the comment and all that. So we're gonna go with Pot Heat on what he'd get Fett, and he would get him his own personal arcade with all gaming systems, including new ones that come out. So it'd just be like an ever expanding arcade,
that would be dope.
which is pretty awesome.
That would be amazing.
That would be
pretty beautiful.
Awesome. Barbarian, this is your shot for Fett. What would you get him?
God.
I cannot wait for this answer.
I gotta call you guys. You give me a, give me a
What's that? I would get him a very cool Boston Celtics hat. Okay, because I know he would just love that to death. A Boston, and then he would get a chance to meet the team and get autographs from the team and hugs from the team, etc. So, and then he would, of course,
hugs from the team.
Of course, I mean, I can afford it.
That threw Jeremy off. He's like,
that's one step above. Is the
sweaty hugs right after practice? You know what I mean? Right after practice, give you a big
man.
sweaty hug.
Just disrespectful. Disrespectful.
You're welcome.
All right, JKL, what are you getting Fett?
I would get Fett. I would get him. You know what I would get Fett? When the Spider-Man movie came out.
No Way Home, or which one?
No, the first one. The first Spider-Man movie.
Oh, Tobey Maguire first. Okay, got it.
When it premiered in New York, they had this giant Spider-Man balloon that was above the movie theater. I would get Fett that because it was awesome.
You talking about for like the premiere? They had like a giant
Spider-Man balloon that was on the building, like it was climbing down the building. I would get you. It was like a good 30-foot long.
Jeez.
It was huge. Yeah.
You have room in your house for that, Fett?
Put it on the side of the house. Put it on the side of the house.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I smell a wedding gift.
I'll try. I'll work on it.
Oh God!
See how my
put him in a tuxedo and let's have a party.
Okay.
I would get Fett. I don't know whose favorite game. I assume are you a big you watch gamers Fett, or are you more like the gamer as opposed to watching other like Dan TDM and Jacksepticeye and all.
I watch people play sometimes, but normally I'm the one that plays. So
okay. Well, whoever your favorite, that ruins my answer. Then whoever your favorite gamer is, I would get you like a 24-hour window to hang with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hang out with Booty Pie. You can hang out with Booty Pie. I mean, big time, and probably wouldn't.
I really don't even know who that is. I hear that name all the time, and I have no idea who that guy is.
He's the biggest YouTuber out there.
Really?
Yeah, world. Yeah, it took me a long time, Fett, too.
My fiance talked about him all the time.
I'm not sure where you've been, Fett, but you really need to, get out every now and then.
I'm sorry. I don't even know all the Funko
Actually,
Pop
you're only able to see him if you stay in, actually, because he's a YouTuber. So it's not like
thinking outside the box.
He needs to do something. He needs to open his eyes or something.
All right, this should be a fun one because she's not with us tonight, unfortunately. Lass Ketchum. What are we getting, Lass? JKL. What are we buying, Lass?
I would buy Lass
that we can say on the air.
See,
why do you think I was going to go there?
Terrible.
He even knows.
Nice.
She's going through some stuff, and our hearts go out to her. I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I would get Lass since I know she's a Pokemon pack collector.
Yeah,
I would try to get her.
I know where you're going.
The old school packs that she missed out on the original.
The base set from back in the day, original base set. Nice.
Yeah, those packs. If you can find them, they're super expensive. So yeah, I would get her.
Pop Heat's
private chef.
Her own private chef. So probably she can stop eating crickets or whatever that was that she did with her sister. That was pretty gross and disgusting. Whatever it was, I don't know.
It wasn't crickets. It was
I don't remember.
Worm.
Yeah, whatever it was. It was not nasty. Good. That's what it was. Fett, what are you getting last?
I'm gonna have to buy Lass her own domain and website because at any moment she get any one of our channels shut down, and we're gonna have to go over to her channel and do the same thing there. So I think that's the safest bet for Lass.
She only does it on yours, Fett. She doesn't do anything like that on my channel. I'd kick her right out of there.
All right, Barbarian, what are you getting last?
I'd probably get her like a trip to one of these like SpaceX or something like that. Maybe they can communicate with her home planet. And then she could, see how her family's doing. She's a notorious, she's a redhead, so we know she's an alien. So
oh my God,
I think that would be fun.
I can't.
Oh God,
that's a good one. God, way better than what I was going to say. I was going to get her something I scribbled. I scribbled. I couldn't read my own writing. A big room, because she always complains about not having enough space, and she sells off stuff to make room for other things. So I would buy her like a gigantic, almost like what does Top Pops have? Doesn't he have like a
Yeah, he has an
almost like
office,
an office
space
suite
now.
that
Yeah.
he goes into? Yeah, I would get her something like that. That's what I would get her.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Who is Chase? Of course. All right, Chase's Kingdom, Barbarian. I can't wait for your answer. What are you getting, Chase?
Pet alligator. A rabid pet alligator, because he's Florida man. Can't not have a rabid pet alligator. I mean, come on. It would help him clean his pools. Be a friend, good friend to him. Might eat those cats of his. That's the downside. You gotta train him. So,
okay. JK, what are you getting, Chase?
First, to answer the question, how much is the Garfield Pop? The most expensive one is the Funko Shop exclusive. It's about $60
with the I Hate Mondays,
now.
Right? I Hate Mondays mug. Yep.
And the cheapest one is I think $26. And no, I didn't pull it off the top of my head. I just looked it up. It's anybody who thinks, oh my god!
I talked over you on the Mondays month. What did you say the price of the Funko Shop one?
It's $60.
$60.
Yeah, and the cheapest one is $26, and the flocked one, which I had at one point, I think I gave it away, is like $36.
Okay.
So, just come on, we gotta talk.
All right, JK, what are you getting, Chase?
I would get Chase his own worm farm, if anybody knows what that is.
From Dumb and Dumber. Is this a Dumb and Dumber situation?
No. Actually, I don't know what part of Dumb and Dumber are we thinking.
That's what they were saving up to buy a worm farm.
No, but worm in this sense is a California slang for something you smell.
I see.
That's a worm farm.
I see. I was being literal. Sorry.
That's usually my problems. I'm too literal.
Too literal.
Hot Heat with a great one. He'd buy him a beer brewery.
Yeah, that really helped his situation.
Yes,
that's a really good.
Yeah, it's a good enabling tactic there, Heat.
Yeah, great. Good job.
What would his brewery be called, do you think?
Let me see.
Kick him drunk and ugly? How about that?
I was trying to think it's
kind of wordy, but that's a nice ring to it.
No, you could put drunk and ugly on a can. That would actually work.
There you go.
Yeah, that might sell. Yeah.
That would.
Oh, it would sell all right. You're going to be a frat boy bestseller. Holy crap. All right, Fett, after you take that big drink, what are you getting, Chase?
I think I would get him one of his favorite guitars, whether it be electric or bass or whatever, and get it signed by his favorite like guitarist.
Who is that?
I don't know. That's the man.
How would
just
you know?
Just like Fett, I don't know who it was, the gamer, but I was like, well, just 24 hours.
Yeah. He would tell me so I wouldn't screw it up.
I think he likes folk music, so you could probably get him to learn some folk music.
Yeah, get him. I think it's Weird Al.
Real slow. Yeah, Weird Al.
It's not.
I would get him it's probably not unlimited. It's probably not possible, but I would give him a 100-button sound bar.
Oh,
he loves to hit sounds during his stuff.
Well, when you're talking, he loves to do that. That's really his favorite.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 100 buttons. And you can preload or whatever you wanted. You can do. That's what I would do.
Oh God, that would be terrible.
Nobody would get the chance to talk.
No, but he would love it, and that's the point.
That would be. That would be.
All right, Popped Heat. He's in the chat. Well, actually, did he say he already did? A Valhalla, he says.
That would be the name of his brewery. Yeah.
Yes, that's a pretty good one, actually.
Sounds about right.
All right, JKL, you know Heat the best, probably. So let's go ahead. What are you buying, Heat?
Oh my God. I would buy Heat. You know what? That's my boy. I would make sure that him and his family would be able to go to every premium wrestling event for the rest of his life.
Him and his family?
Yeah. Because he got to take his family. Come on.
Okay. I don't have to take my wife to hockey games, but all right. That's cool.
No, well, he don't have to take his wife if she don't want to go, but I'm sure his kids would want to go. So
that's true.
That's why I say
that's
his family. Kids always want to do stuff.
All right, Barbarian, what you getting, Heat?
I would probably call the president of South Africa and try to get him a waiver on as many crimes. I'm not sure what you call it. But so make sure so that he's allowed to be free again instead of being on the run up in Ireland.
Oh.
So you know, whatever you turn. I had it and then it just went out of my mind. But I think that would really help him out. And that way he can actually go back home.
Oh gosh.
All right. I'm going to move on from that one.
That's
That's
pretty
that's
nice.
from-
That's a good gift.
He's like
That
JKL.
sounded like a psycho thriller movie.
No, that for those that don't know, that's just an ongoing thing.
Yeah. It's
So-
not real. It's not real.
Yeah.
Not at all.
He's
Nobody's
completely
looking
legal
for him.
and safe.
Nobody's looking for him.
It's just a joke. Just a
He's
joke.
hiding in plain sight. Let's put it that way. He's hiding in plain sight.
Because he
Oh,
can.
God.
Fett, what are you getting Heat?
I'm gonna get Popped Heat a front row and backstage ticket to the next WrestleMania that Roman Reigns loses at, so he can watch his idol lose in person and then go cry to him in person and see how that works out for him. You know, all
Okay.
those ones and twos.
Oh, God.
That is a lovely gift,
Oh,
Jeremy.
God.
Lovely gift.
Come on.
Ours is similar. I was going to get him a guest spot in a nationally televised WWE match.
It's got to be the one where Roman loses. That's all that he cares about.
Yeah. Or
That's all
even
he
make him the reason that Roman loses.
That's good.
Even
That is
better.
great.
Look
Nice. What a fun. What a great friend. What a great
Oh,
friend. Terrible.
It's all about the experience. He'd love it.
It is all about the experience.
I mean, if you were a good friend, you'd say have him be the commentator at like WWE, so like he's trying to do over in his channel there. How about that?
I will say his accent could be mesmerizing to some American people. I would
Yeah.
say that.
That South African
So-
Irish accent is great.
There's something else in there too. I'm not really sure. It's something else I can't really identify.
A little bit of
Some other
Scottish. A little bit of
land that he came from.
Scottish.
I like it. You know what? Maybe he could be the next Mean Gene.
There you go.
Maybe he could be that.
There
You
you
can
go.
interview wrestlers and have them be part of the shtick. All right. Lastly, to close this thing out is myself. So I'm gonna buy McGillney something, but you guys can get whoever you want. One of us something. So let's go with Fett. Fett first. What are you getting for new and old?
I'm gonna get you guys a for sure set of Soda Saturdays, the most expensive soda out right now. So
I
you
love
don't have to dig out of your pocket for it. Make sure
I
you
love
get a
that.
comment and a chase too.
Right.
Oh, you're gonna rig it for us. I like
Oh,
that
yeah,
even more.
I got it, but I got you, buddy.
Well, if you got
I
the
like
money,
that.
I guess
I
you
like
could
that.
do it, right?
That's true. I guess you could reseal it too. Make sure they're really in there.
Yeah.
JKL, what you got?
Oh, but he took part of my answer because I was going to say some
poor
soda.
guy.
That's the benefit of going first, Fat. Now you
I'm
know.
with it. Now, when you got a thought, you got to use it. You know.
Jeez, man, you're killing me. I don't know. I guess I would do something for McGillney, something for the kids.
Yep.
And since I know he likes dance or what have you, his favorite artist, dancer, whoever, set up like a meet and greet, 24-hour access thing. I'm stealing your idea, Jeremy. There you go.
That's all right.
Reused idea. Jeez.
That's all right.
It's recycled. It's a good thing.
Barbarian, what are you getting new and old? Or new and old?
Well, since I'll stick with the old guy. I'll let the people help with the young guy.
F the kids.
I would get you a really, really expensive watch so you'll know to be here on time and not causing me to wait backstage like some sort of dweeb waiting for a bus to come by. Okay, that's but it'd be a nice watch. It wouldn't be just a watch; it'd be a really nice one. Okay,
Wow.
like a cool
I appreciate
Patriots
that.
watch, a very
You're
cool.
not going to
Patriots
stand for that, are you,
watch.
Jeremy?
All right.
Please don't
Oh,
tell
My
me
fandom
that.
on my NFL fandom
Oh,
can't be
God.
bought. That's possible.
I see.
Oh God.
So
When you're late, it kind of gives you shocks. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yes.
I don't know.
yeah, I'm like a dog collar, which is
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up,
There you go.
Chase?
Did Chase join us?
Chase, yeah, he's in the chat.
Oh, can we start
Oh,
over?
sorry.
with
Oh, that's
Chase?
right. Hey,
Chase
man, you
now?
could,
Yes.
hey, Chase, go back and watch it,
Go
man.
on,
We give you
Chase.
some gifts. Give you some gifts.
Yeah, we got you some stuff.
My
Nobody
last
sent you
thing
to
is-
rehab or anything. We wanted to.
No. Thank you. He knows what's up. He would get my old fully set up radio station. I appreciate that because I've wanted to be on the air, like my own show for years, like decades. And so I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're on
I have
there.
actually long
What's
said if
your
I
own
won the
show?
lottery, it's the first
Right
thing
now.
I do. So no, I know, but I'm just telling you. So I would get McGillney something, of course, and I would get him kind of like what JKL said. But he really loves watching Jabberwockies on YouTube. If you've never seen Jabberwockies dance,
They're
they're
awesome.
absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I would somehow buy him a part in one of their Vegas shows, not running, just like a one night he gets to go out there and do some sort of thing with the Jabberwockies. I think that would be really cool.
Is that
So
a
that's
puppet
Yeah.
thing? Jabberwockies is a puppet thing, right? It's like
Oh, no.
Fraggle Rock kind of a
No.
situation.
No,
They're
Is that what it
dancers.
is?
They're math
Dancers.
dancers. Yeah, no. What you talking about?
I don't know. I
The
thought it
heck
was
you talking-
some sort of a puppet kind of situation.
Fett's an NBA
Fraggle.
fan. He definitely knows who the Jabberwockies are. They do it like NBA Finals every
Yeah.
year.
I remember whenever they debuted, whenever I was in high school, they like did that dance show, and then they got really
Yeah.
big on like I think maybe
Yeah.
MTV or still at the time, something like that. But yeah, I remember whenever they debuted, and they just were like everywhere after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
big
So
time.
it was at your high school? They must be really old. I mean, at this point, I mean,
They might be. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it must
Well,
be.
the beauty about them being masked is that they can switch out members and no one knows. So
That's
they can
right.
stay young forever.
That's true.
And it keeps egos.
We
in
should
check, I would
put
think.
masks on. That way we
Like
could
the
switch
Blue
out
Man
members
group.
too, like that. You know, we could
Like the
find
Blue
them
Man
like
group.
that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
I'm gonna leave you to it, Barbarian. I'm gonna leave you to it. It's a one man show right there, all for you.
You are
Well,
the one man show.
Like my rushing to get into the show because apparently I was late, according to Barbarian, which was not true, by the way. I
No,
was
no,
late
not
to
at
our
all.
backstage banter.
It's just me
I
and
was
what the
not late
clock
to the
says.
show.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Right. So I do appreciate him getting me a watch that tells time so I can be here on time. But I also have to rush out because I have to get the dog before they close at doggy daycare because I got that for her today while they were loading the bed in upstairs. I didn't want the dog barking and growling at people that were here for like an hour, right? So she went to doggy daycare, so I got to go pick her up. I want to thank all you guys, JKL Awesome, Fett, and of course Barbarian, all for being here. Patit in the chat, holding it down. I appreciate that. Chase showing up late, but again, awesome. I appreciate you making it at all. Happy anniversary, whatever that means to Lass today, and we miss you. And we hopefully you go back and watch this and see all the wonderful things that everyone but Barbarian said about you.
I was like, dude,
You got the
I'm
nicest
sorry.
gift. I don't know what you're talking
Sorry,
about.
buddy.
he's been a culprit all night. This guy.
One person gave her an empty room, and I was just like, "What?" You know. I
Thank
gave
you
her
for
something.
everybody who is in
Get to
the
see her family.
well, sure, but I think she'd appreciate the space. Is what I'm saying. Thank you for everybody who's in the chat. We appreciate everybody who's Nadia. I mean, everybody. Nick, who has been here the whole time. Candyman, Rip, Jack and the Pops had to leave. You guys, I mean, everybody. You guys are so Till's Pops, of course. I mean, I probably should have written these down so I could not like scramble and name them all.
Right.
Now, King Bob, DJ Banfield. I mean, there's just so many. If I missed you, I apologize. But
Jack
thank
and
you
the
so much,
Pops.
Michael, for all being here.
Nadia.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Follow every one of these guys, of course. Follow Last, follow Chase, even though they couldn't be here, and follow Heat, of course. And we will see you guys on the next stream. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jeremy, and I'm old.
Spread love is the Brooklyn way.